Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's Brewsday Tuesday time with DreZ and Huck.
There you go.
There we go. It is Brewsday Tuesday. My name is DreZ, alongside Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz, and I just popped the top. So, yeah, this is no good at Bennett.
No good. Okay.
At Bennett. I got one of these Virginia. It's basically like a little beer bottle cap, Virginia kind of like map, and so I want to like try to preserve my caps. So I'm trying different bottle openers to see which ones don't screw them up. And
well, that was a screw off top, so you kind of screwed up.
Oh, that is a screwed off top.
Because we're not really drinking beer today.
We're drinking beer that's I guess, technically beer, whatever you want to call it.
That thing is actually a wooden cutout that you put the caps in the shape of Virginia. Very nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
It is very nice.
Yes.
So we're on a diet.
Yep. Like a lot of people in America, New Year's resolution, we're doing the whole diet thing. And so Huck came up with a good idea. We should do low carb. You're on a low carb diet.
Yeah, I'm on a low carb diet, trying to eat practically no carbs. I've already lost like 12 or 13 pounds.
Yeah, glad to hear it's going good for you, man.
Yeah, it is. And I feel good. I feel really good.
That's what's most important.
I was thinking about it today. I feel like I used to feel when I exercised. I don't do that anymore.
Hey, but if you're not exercising right, then obviously diet is definitely huge. So we're doing the low carb thing. What did you pour over there?
All right, so I have the wondrous Beast Light. I'm sorry, Bush Light.
Well, don't get people confused because
that's right. The
Beast is Milwaukee's best.
Milwaukee's best. Okay.
Bush Light is
Bush. I went to the mountains. Isn't that their theme? Go to the mountains. They got a mountain on there. Great taste in an easy drinking light beer.
Well, mine. See if you can get it from the. It says quality, uncompromising, and unchanging. I guess they've been brewing this one for quite a while.
Less filling.
Less filling.
That's another hint for me.
Inside is a fine Pilsner beer brewed with the highest quality ingredients. Our secret is Miller Lite's special triple hops brewing recipe. That's right. I'm drinking Miller freaking Lite.
Miller Lite.
Which is probably my least favorite of all domestic beers when you're thinking of, like your big boys.
All right, so we're going to have to do a little compare and contrast here. And the Miller.
This says it's 96 calories.
Right.
So that's not bad. Does it list? See, this has nutrition facts on here.
Okay, so the Bush Light.
4.2% ABV.
The Bush Light is 3.2 carbs.
That's what this says, too.
On a 12-ounce can.
Oh, well, and
I have a 16-ounce can.
You got the pounder over there.
I can't pound it. I have to leave 4 off.
See, I got a 16-ounce bottle of Miller Lite, and it says we're looking at 96 calories, 3.2 carbs.
So these are exactly the same.
Zero fat and less than 1 gram of protein.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Protein's good.
Yeah.
So I was looking. I had a list of beers, and I went out in search of, as usual. Every week I go out in search of. Usually like at 3:45 on Tuesday on my way to the show. I'm out looking for the beer for the show. Mm-hmm. So I had this list, and the ones I couldn't find. I couldn't find Miller 64.
You couldn't? Oh, so that would have been a good one to bring.
Yeah, it's 2.4 grams of carbs, which is really pretty low.
Super low.
Yeah. So I looked for that. The lowest beer is Bud Select 55.
Couldn't find that either?
Oh, I could find it, but apparently the people that drink that only drink it by the case.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not buying a case
of that crap.
Of Bud Select
55.
Nothing personal.
But since you're on that diet and stuff, maybe you should have.
I'm only drinking beer like 6 beers a week, ultras or whatever.
All right, so and now just as a basic comparison, for the stuff that we usually drink on this show, the heavy crafters, not even like the big boys, the Huck sessions. But give me like a generic craft beer. Like, what are we talking? Like 12 carbs probably per bottle? Is it not?
No, we wish it was 12 carbs.
Is it really? Is that?
Yeah, like the Bell's 200 Ale is like 21 carbs.
For for a 12-ounce?
For a 12-ounce beer. So
Gosh.
if you're on 20 carbs and under for the day, you can't quite finish the beer.
And you can't eat anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. It was like, it's really bad.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'm going to tell you a little story about Miller Lite and why I think it's not my favorite. So Miller Lite is my, like, parents', I guess, kind of go-to, or it was. Miller Lite was always the beer that was, you know, around my house. And so, believe it or not, it was the first beer I ever tasted. I can't remember exactly how old I was, but, you know, one of those times when my dad, like, walked away from his beer and it was just sitting there, I went ahead and gave it a quick swig, and it was absolutely disgusting. And it tasted just like this. Like they said, a never-changing recipe of pure delicious.
Never changing.
Yeah, so this beer, although, I mean, it is beer, and now I can drink beer, and I like beer, but this beer still just reminds me of that first taste that to me was just so freaking disgusting that, I mean, it turned me off ever wanting to try beer for many, many years.
All right, so I found this list on the internet. It's every beer. It's alphabetical order. So name a beer, and I will tell you.
I doubt it's every beer.
That's pretty darn close.
I mean, every day there's probably like 20 new beers that are made. So
yeah, well, you don't know them, so that's irrelevant.
All right, so you want me to just give you a beer?
Give me a beer.
All right.
I'm in the A's.
Oberon. How about some Oberon?
Bell's Oberon. I'm in the A's. Let's see. Oberon.
So it's listed by brewery?
Yeah, by brewery.
Okay. Bell's Oberon. Yeah. Get on down to the B's. Oberon's one of my favorite summertime beers.
18.3. And that's kind of a light beer.
Yeah, it's a light
as
summery
craft beers
beer.
go, that's kind of a light beer.
Yeah, it's not super heavy. All right, well, pull up. Let's see what our
I noticed Hop Slam. Yeah, Hop Slam's on here. That's one I would drink. It's 21.7.
All right. Now, what about like one of the big boys? Like, can you scroll down to Trogs and check out like the Mad Elf?
Yeah,
see how bad that is. You're gonna be scrolling for 20 years.
I'm fast. Okay, I'm at the S's. Yeah, the only beer I had in Vegas was a Sam Adams. And it was like 14. I looked it up.
So are we drinking this whole beer since it's so low carb, or you want me to save you half?
No, I think I'll be fine.
Okay, because I mean we've been talking, so I've been sipping, and that's the thing about these light beers is they do go down quick like water. I mean you can just drink them.
I thought it didn't go to the T's, but
you can just drink them. Do you just drink them? That's what I do. I just like drink them. So
that could be a liar. It looks like Trogs is not on here.
Ooh, major fail. How can you be missing Trogs?
I know. Well, they're kind of smaller of the bigger ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, but here's the thing. So yes, this is lighter and whatnot, but is it really worth it?
What do you mean?
Because all right, so we're drinking these beers, and yeah, it's only got a couple 3.2 carbs. Is that what it was? But we're looking at a low ABV. It's only 4% alcohol.
Right.
It tastes amazing. But I mean, is it worth it? Like, is it even like? Would you drink this just because you want a beer, or would you just get a water?
Well,
might as well just drink water.
So here's the scenario. Okay, you know, I'm watching my New England Patriots play football the other night. And I wanted.
And you feel like you have to have a beer.
I wanted a beer.
Yeah, you do.
So I grabbed the Ultra, and I drank it. It wasn't bad. I had 3, and then I had to stop. But normally, you know, if I'm feeling like a drink these days, I just have a little, you know, bourbon on the rocks.
There you go.
And that's what I'm drinking right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bourbon, maybe I add a little water.
It's the diet.
Yeah, the diet. It's working though. I mean, it's really working.
No, it will. It will. See, I've straight up like cut out the booze.
It's hard
for the most part.
To diet.
Oh,
but the good thing about the low carb diet is you're not hungry. You can just go on and on and on, not hungry. I have to remind myself to eat sometimes. Seriously.
You're saying that eating carbs makes you hungrier?
Yes. If you eat no carbs and absolutely no sugar, you can be on the low carb diet and walk by this, you know, the personal assistant's desk and pick up a Hershey's Kiss out of the little bowl they keep there and eat it, and you'll gain a pound because that sugar just fires up everything. Yeah. You're in ketosis when you're on the low, which is bad if you're diabetic. But if you're not a diabetic, it's actually good for you. And if you're marginally diabetic, being in ketosis makes you better.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you there because I don't think you know what you're talking about, and I don't want you giving out false info. But really, this segment's running along. We still got to untap these wonderful beers that we're drinking. So, what do you think about good old Busch Light?
Yeah, this is really hard because I haven't had a beer in a week. This is great. This is a great beer. So I'm gonna how I like to twist the rules. So I'm gonna categorize these as a group, the 4 beers we're gonna have tonight, and kind of set them one against the other. And I mean, really, I don't think any of these can get over 3 just because the nature of the beast. So this is very clean. Some of the other ones that I've had historically have a bit of a bad aftertaste for some reason. This one, the Busch, is a clean tasting beer. I'm going to go with a 2.0.
Straight up 2.
Straight up 2.
Straight up 2. Okay. And, of course, when he's talking about that number, we are referring to the Untapped app. Huck's Beer Buzz is his handle. DreZ Drinks is mine. It's a free app you can download to your phone. And if you're a beer lover, you should have it. For me and Miller Lite, like I explained, man, this beer takes me back to a bad time. It's got that bad flavor.
It's a bad.
There's nothing good about Miller Lite except, I guess, because it's lower carbs. This is probably one of my all-time least favorite beers, so it will get a 1. It is a 1.
I think you're being
It's
generous.
drinkable. I'm drinking it. If I was at somewhere and I wanted a beer and this was the only option, I would probably drink it. But I also might just say, I'm good.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have some of that red wine.
Yeah, red wine. I would
Go over here and put my
I
hair
would
up in
take
a
a
bun.
glass of red wine over this for sure.
Put my hair up in a man bun.
Yeah.
Have a glass of red wine.
All right. On that note, let's go ahead and step aside. We'll play a tune. We'll be back with more quote unquote beer to drink on round 2 of Brewsday Tuesday right after this. Stick around.